If you're a livestock farmer and you don't know about alfalfa, then pause this video, go do more research on alfalfa before you come and watch this video. Hello guys, once again welcome to Sementia Farms, and today I'm so excited because this is the first time I am coming to the farm ever since I traveled to Uganda. And you guys know Uganda was amazing. If you haven't watched the videos, go to the playlist. I have collaborating with other farmers, a playlist, and I put all the videos there. Go and check it out. I met with some amazing and innovative farmers in Uganda who are doing some amazing things. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Today I want to talk about alfalfa. And if you're a livestock farmer and you don't know about alfalfa, then pause this video, go do more research on alfalfa before you come and watch this video, because then you will see the importance of this video and why I am actually doing this video to inform you about all this exciting news. First of all, if you're a livestock farmer, then in Africa or in any developing world, then one of the biggest challenge or issue that you're probably facing is the source of food. Why do I always say this? You want to go into livestock farming. I don't know about you, but if you're thinking like me and you really want to do serious business, not any like, I bought one goat, I bought two goats, and they sleep in my kitchen or they sleep in my backyard, and when I need a goat I kill it, or when friends come over we kill one. That's fine. If you want to be sustainable and feed your family and your friends with it, that's great. People like me, when we think about investing our time and resources, it needs to be worth it. And in order for it to be worth it, it needs to be done on a commercial basis. What do I mean by commercial basis? What I mean by having enough to be able to meet whatever demand that you have, either in your community, in your country, or in your area, right? So I'm not doing farming for myself and for my family alone. I want to be able to make money out of it, because I'm putting in money and I'm putting in time, and I need to recoup that back. So running it commercial basically means trading it for money, right, with the hope of making profit either sooner or later. And that's the kind of mindset I have when I go into livestock farming. Again, if you're in Africa or in developing countries like where I am in Ghana, then your biggest issue or biggest block or obstacle for getting you to that commercial level is the source of feed. Why do I say this? I say this because our uncles, fathers have been doing livestock for a very long time. And how have they been doing it? They've literally been roaming around with either their cattle or their goats, looking for food and water. This method of farming has a lot of challenges that you and I know, and I don't need to go into it. So if you're thinking about repeating that same method, then you're very limited, because how many cows, how many goats can you actually take on a random grazing around? Very little. So it actually hinders the progress that you want to have. You can't have 1,000 cows running around in town and in the forest, right? But you can have 20,000 cows if you have your own source of food. And that is why I have been preaching about growing your own food before you even go into farming, right? And as you guys can see at my back, I'm leading by example. This year we've harvested over 200 bales of brachiara grass. Brachiara grass, as you all know, is a seed that I imported from Brazil, basically into the country, and growing it to feed all my livestock. Basically, I prepare it as hay. I also allow them to graze on it. Just like this afternoon, you can see the goats really enjoying their brachiara grass out there, right? And then when they go inside, basically what I will do is I will then feed them with the dry hay that I've stored. In the dry season where it's not growing as fast as they can graze on, I tend to then feed them with the dry matter, which is the hay. The hay that I've built here, I can store it here for 3 years, even though I never last 1 year, right? Because we go through it very fast, but it can be stored like this. You can see I've created shade so it doesn't get wet, and it will be stored for as long as possible, right? That's what I've been feeding. But not only that, because just like human beings, you can eat the same food over and over and over and over. Sometimes it gets boring. Sometimes the taste, you know, you need to spice it up a little bit. So I have been looking into other grains or grasses or food that I can feed my livestock with as well. And one of the kings and queens of forage and the best nutritious feed for livestock out there is alfalfa. And if you've done your research, like I told you in the beginning, then you know that I am right about this. But alfalfa has so many varieties, just like brachiara grass as well. But with alfalfa, a lot of the varieties doesn't survive in a climate like ours in Africa. So over the years, I have been purchasing alfalfa from everywhere, even from Amazon, from every, you know, like pasture shop, veterinary shop, different countries, and testing them in Ghana just to make sure that it is gonna work. But recently, as you guys know, I went to Uganda, and when I was coming, I actually brought an alfalfa seed, right? So before I got here, I sent a couple to my team to plant it out and to see if it is gonna work. There it is. If you've never seen alfalfa before, that's how it looks. It's very small. So this is about 1 kg of the seed. And I told my team, right, let's nurse this out and test it again. And they're like, but Fred, we've done alfalfa so many times. I'm like, I don't know if this is from Uganda and I've seen it grow. So let's test it out here too and see. And lo and behold, basically, this is how well the alfalfa is doing. It is doing very well. They've planted it about maybe 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, and it's doing amazing. Like we are in the rainy season now. Even though we were watering it in the beginning, now that it's raining, we've stopped watering it, but it's growing very, very well. I am super, super excited. As you guys can see, you know, the sprout, we could have done better spacing, but that being said, you know, we planted in lines. Basically, we laid a line and just drop it in, you know, like that. So we could have broadcasted, we could have done different ways, but this is what we decided to do. And so far, so good. It is looking very, very well. I'm just gonna continue monitoring it and see when I can do my first harvest. And of course, if I do the first harvest, I will let you guys know and walk you guys through the process of how I'm going to process it. But this complementing the brachiara seed that I have, I think is going to be amazing. The protein, nutrients, and the tastiness of it. So my goal, my plan is to be able to harvest this, store it as hay, and be able to use it to feed only the pregnant women, right? Only the pregnant women, or only, you know, my cows or goats that are pregnant. Unless one of them is really losing weight, that's when I'm gonna, you know, sort of mix it up with brachiara and give it to them. But I think this is gonna save me a lot on nutrition, and I'm very happy to see the success of it. I still have about 5 of these bags. So I'm still gonna test them now that I know it's growing well, better than all the ones that I've tested. I'm gonna do it on a larger scale and be able to see how well it does. But you know, I'm in touch with the company, so soon, if it works very well for me, I'm also gonna bring it to the shop so that some of you can get your hands on it as well, because it is gonna help you plant your brachiara grass. I'm working hardly on this, and hopefully we'll be able to get it into the country as well. I mean, the same process that we used to bring the brachiara grass, I'm gonna follow the same process. This is more expensive though, but hopefully we'll be able to get the price down when we start buying in large quantity. I am very excited, and I hope you guys are as well. Let me know in the comment below what you guys think. If you have even planted alfalfa in Ghana and it's working for you, let me know as well. But I haven't had luck till now, so I'm very, very excited to do this. But I'll keep you guys updated, as I said. But alfalfa plus brachiara grass is going to change our livestock industry. And I continue to tell you guys, invest in the feed, invest in the feed. If you don't have brachiara grass, contact the WhatsApp number below. Get yourself a brachiara grass. If you don't have alfalfa, stay tuned. I'm gonna keep you guys updated till I can have enough in the country to be able to share it with you guys as well. Thank you guys so much for making the time to listen to me again, and I will come your way with more updates on how the alfalfa is doing here at the farm.